needs to change. As long as that very system in Yaoundé is operating with the same people in place, only being changed, of course, they only move you from here to this place, from this place to this place, we will be wasting time. So that director of Enam, we are only blaming him, but you don't know the stress he has gone through, because the person who puts you and your bosses will tell you, take these names for one reason or the other. You don't have a choice. So that's where we find ourselves here. Though we blame him, but in a serious country, since as this school is under public service, we shall have maybe the Minister of Public Service coming out, or we shall have the Prime Minister coming out, suspending those things, and even calling the director to order. But now, where are we? Under what condition was even the director appointed? That's why we say that when you appoint people without meritocracy, you appoint them on tribal lineage, you appoint them on political lineage and compensation basis. What do you expect? They have no choice than to dance to your tune. So anything that comes from you, they are forced to take. They cannot even tell boss, but I was thinking that this thing is one-sided. What do we do? So that's where we find ourselves, and so we're harvesting what the state has sown for over 40 years.
Apostle Ambe, where therefore is a place of meritocracy? Oh, are we saying that the people of a particular region, division, are so intelligent that they mastered the art of answering Enam posed questions more than the rest of the other 9 regions, or 8 regions of this country?
Mr. Leo, before we get to the Enam results or talking about a particular region being most intelligent, we should be able to go back to the archives of the educational sector of the country,
okay,
and be able to ascertain the public exams of the country. You will discover that from HND to ordinary levels to A levels, we've always gotten the best result from the Northwest and the Southwest. It is amazing that those same students from the North and South come out with outstanding results, go to write Enam report, they were more than in school, and then they defeat them. And if I will continue, I want to give the reports of the Enam results for the year, because it's important Cameroonians understand that we are living in a system whereby if your brother is not on top of a black plum tree, you are not even permitted to eat the plum. I mean, eating it at all for eating the ones that are black. Look at the result of Enam the year 2020. Center region has 76%. That's South. Center has 76%. 76. Northwest and Southwest have 4%. Eastern region has 3%. Western and Coastal region has 7%. The Northern Far North and Adamawa has 10%. Look at the results of Enam in 2020. 76% from Center.
Center South.
Center South. 10% from the 3 Grand North. 4% from Northwest and Southwest. 3% from the East. And then Coastal and South, 7%. Put together makes 100%. Are you telling us that people from Center region are the genius of this nation? And then you go to the names of successful candidates in order of demerit, not merit. Should I read it?
No, just make an analysis, please.
Because it's dangerous. You will imagine that names are outlined in a particular result. You have about 6 people from the same family with similar names that come from the same family, and the name is connected to the boss of such an institution. You are telling us that it is meritocracy. It's not meritocracy. As a matter of fact, in this nation, you don't pass exam based on intelligence. You pass exam based on connection. You don't need to be intelligent to pass an exam. You just need to know somebody to pass an exam. And now, when the brain is no longer the measuring rod for qualification, it gives us a reason why the kind of people who are in leadership are taking us backward instead of forward. Solomon says, I have seen an evil under the sun. Kings are trekking on foot while slaves are on horses. It means the people who are not competent to carry activities because of connection, manipulation, and all kinds of rigmarolling, they are into responsibilities that they are not even competent. It will shock you that some people who are even into this result did not even write the exams. Why? Because the system has so much been carved in a way that you are just supposed to know somebody to determine your future in the country. We are in a situation whereby the intelligent are more frustrated, while the dunces are in responsibility because they are connected to one person or another. So what about meritocracy is a serious problem. I said here the last time that one of the dangers that is in nation of Cameroon is because we have decided to leave the subject of regional balance in the hands of certain godfathers. Before you will pass Enam, it is the godfather of a particular region that has to decide if you will pass. Which means if the most stupid person is connected to the godfather and the most intelligent person is not connected, the idiot will go to the parliament and into the school while the intelligent man wallows the streets selling puff and beans. The brains that we need to push the nation forward are somewhere pushing trucks in the street, while the man who has no brain because he's connected is given a chance to take the responsibility. What is wrong with our nation? I used to ask a question several times. Did something go wrong when this nation was created? Did something go wrong? I'm asking this question sincerely because I don't understand how people who are very competent and qualified, they are not the ones sitting in the place of authority. Instead, men who have no understanding are the ones even given the opportunity to take up responsibility. Please, meritocracy is a word that's supposed to be removed from the dictionary of Cameroon. If we have to write a Cameroonian dictionary, meritocracy should be removed. We should introduce new words like accelerated decentralization as well as advanced democracy, because those are words that we created in this nation to fit into systems of government that do not exist in the world.
Okay, special greetings to you, my father, His Royal Majesty Kang Samuel Jimbong, who is watching the program. We send special greetings to you. How do you understand that this is happening even in the heart of the ongoing Anglophone crisis, where people think that they have consistently been relegated to the background, and then at this moment, when the country is looking for ways out of its current impasse, we have 4% of Anglophones declared admissible.
Mr. Liu, do you think that such an issue will be resolved with the current dispensation we have now, in terms of the regional balance? That you are making a mistake. We only have a regional balance when an Anglophone becomes the president of Cameroon. At that point in time, maybe we'll have the opportunity to turn the hands of time. As far as the cabal, which senior apostle said is still in control, we will still have this. And it just tells us that
government where there will be regional balance.
No, we assume here that maybe the president of the republic or those that matter are unaware of what is happening, and now it has been brought to their knowledge.
Okay, we accept that. We agree that they are unaware. Right, it has been brought to their understanding.
Assume, yes.
Okay, we assume that they are unaware. Okay, if I thought they take a decision to bring some names into Enam,
so that the regional balance is aptly reflected,
it will not still solve the problem. The person in question, who is the director of Enam, should be dismissed as a sign of sincerity.
Okay.
Because I read the names of those who succeeded. People who have the names like him are almost like 12. So it is a family school, not a national school. It has become a family school that is owned by a particular family who chooses to handpick people from their family and fit into the school and then mark their results and consider them successful. I think the head of state should start by disciplining the person heading Enam by kicking him out of office. Secondly, to give us an impression that he is ignorant about it, the entire result should be cancelled and rewritten. We have cancelled A-levels in this country.
Or cancelled and remarked?
Probably cancel and remark or be rewritten. That's what we're talking about, so that there should be some level of transparency and to buy his head off, because like what Far said, if you use my signature, I'm the CEO of a company, you take my signature to go and withdraw money, I will not just take it lightly with you. I will deal with you so squarely, that because the level at which this country is right now, the president needs people around him that will help to quell down the situations in the country, not those who are pouring more petrol to already ignited flame. Because this one will tell every Anglophone who was trying to convince himself that things are getting better, we are trying to have hope that from this result, these people do not even bother if we matter or exist. This is pouring fuel to an already ignited flame. There is a way you can use to even convince and deceive a people. To me, I was thinking that with the situation on ground, they should have given the greatest percentage from the embattled regions on north and southwest to other, in order that we have actually repented from what you call marginalization. But instead, they are telling us that we are not just marginalized, and now I've entered into accelerated marginalization and advanced marginalization. Because this is how do you explain it? How do you explain that 17% come from there, from the center and south, and then 4% come from northwest? Some people in town might enter the bush next week because of this result. They're already increasing the anger. We don't solve national matters like that. At least in many occasions, when the people get offended, it is the state that moves close to them to try to calm them down. They were supposed to be using. Listen, the government has many ways to solve this problem. Not by confronting the Anglophones directly, but by giving them opportunities indirectly. Yes, giving them opportunity and say, let them say, but people don't change you. They don't change you. Gradually, they will start dragging a following. Before you realize the majority that used to be angry, they will die down. But this one is telling us that if you were in the bush around Kwakwa, enter far in Ebunji, the bush very well. Because why? If 4% is given to North and South, we don't matter. We do not matter. So I think they should use this one as a means to call the attention of Anglophones that or other regions, because East, we cannot call the Anglophone region. East has 3%. 3%. It means Pygmies don't know book at all. They are the least. East region has 3%. Then 3 Grand North. Marwa, Garwan, Gaundiri, 10%. They have 10%.
And if you divide that by the proportion, it means that North South is even better than
it's better than them. And then the western region and the coastal region, say thereabout, is 7%. Which means all the other 9 regions of the country cannot be compared to one region. Oh, they're on the Puna genus. Genus.
Mr. Liu, I think
Yes.
before continuing, I want to say special good evening to Fombot Enu who is watching us from Limbe. Mr. Liu, this is it. The problem now boils back to our elite and North and Southwest elite. They have seen this result. What are they doing?
Nobody is racing.
Nobody is racing. They have seen the result. Our elites who are advocating for Viva and Sam, who are advocating the same energy, they are advocating for effective school resumption. We expect the same energy to say, hey, we cannot